Hi there. My name is Daryl Boone. Me, along with my family, are the owners of Pizzeria Ludica, which is a board game themed pizza restaurant with two locations in Vancouver and New Westminster, British Columbia. Well, this is being recorded on April 13th, which is, we're still under kind of a social distancing kind of lockdown. Our restaurants are only open for takeout. So I have a bit of time on my hands. And so what I thought I would do is something I've been meaning to do for a long time is start a YouTube series, a video series. Now, there's a lot of YouTube series out there, dozens and dozens, maybe hundreds of YouTube series for board games. What can I bring to the table? Not a lot, maybe. I've been in the hobby a long time. I've been in the hobby since 2004 ish. I've seen a lot of stuff, but there's lots of YouTube videos, and they're great. They're very professional. This one, at least at the beginning, is not going to be all that professional, although I hope you'll stick with me as it'll improve over time. There's lots of videos that come out, board game videos, tutorials, kind of, people's thoughts, reviews for the new games. And what I wanted to highlight with this video series are what I call the gems, the board gems. Those older games, maybe they're not talked about much anymore. Maybe they've fallen out of favor. Maybe the hot new thing has come out. And you know what? You find that people are always talking about the new things in this hobby, right? There's always the new hotness, the new game that's going to come out, and everybody's going to be talking about that, especially if it's on Kickstarter. There's lots of great, useful videos out there for people who want to decide if they want to back a game on Kickstarter. Those videos are great, and they serve a purpose. Very important to have those videos for new games. My philosophy: games don't stop being good just because new games come along. And this hobby has been around for a long time, long before I've been in the hobby. You can obviously point to particular points on a timeline as to where it really took off. And one of those points would definitely be the mid 90s with the release of Settlers of Catan. And the mid 90s had some great games come out, including El Grande, for example. Mississippi Queen is a game I like quite a bit. So you got the mid 90s, and then I come along kind of early to mid 2000s. I get some of my favorite games from that period. Two of my favorite games are San Juan and St. Petersburg. And I want to say both of those came out 2004, around that time. And they're still great games today. They've had reprints because they're evergreens. I like to think they're evergreens. But that's my point, is that those games are still good. And maybe there's new games come along, and for hobbyists, a lot of times the newer games in their eyes are better. And sometimes it can be hard to get people to even think about or talk about those old classics. And they're not even necessarily recognized as classics. The games I'm going to be talking about might not even be all that famous. But they're games that I happen to like quite a bit. And I just want there to be some voice out there to talk about kind of those old, possibly forgotten about old games. How old? My favorite game of all time is Ave Caesar, which originally came out in 1989, and that'll probably be the next video in this series, where I have a few different editions of it, so we can talk about that. Most of the games I'll be talking about come from the range of, I don't know, maybe 90s to late 2000s, early 2010s. I'm not generally going to spend a lot of time talking about newer games because, like I said, there's plenty of videos out there already talking about the new games. I just want to present a voice talking about some of those old classics. That happens to be what I'm interested in. So please bear with me. Obviously, this is a work in progress. I like to think that these are going to get better over time. I'm still learning the ins and outs of video recording, and maybe at the beginning, not so great. We'll see. I'll do my best, but stick with me. Maybe over time I'll get better, And I hope you can check in with me once in a while and see what kind of old games I'm talking about lately. Thanks a lot for listening and watching, and check out my next video, which will hopefully come out within a week from now. Take care, and happy gaming.